Good afternoon and welcome to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, on the campus of Lancaster Bible College at Horst Athletic Center, as the Chargers welcome the SUNY Poly Wildcats to the gym this afternoon. SUNY Poly enters with an overall record of 9-5 overall, 4-1 in conference play. They defeated Guydet 80-74 yesterday in the nation's capital. Kirsten Leos with a game-high 30 points. Chargers 3-11 overall, 1-4 in conference play. They lost to SUNY Cobleskill in double overtime, 78-76 yesterday here at Horst Athletic Center. I'm Zach Freeman, joined by Rod Bachman. Rod, coming off a double overtime loss, what the Chargers need to do today to get back into the win column?
Yeah, with this matchup, I think they're going to have to slow Poly down a little bit, scoring 71 a game, limit the opportunities for them offensively, and then the threes and frees. Can we win the battle of the threes? This is the best three-point shooting team in the NEAC, SUNY Poly. But we've got great team defense against the three at 29%. And can we get to the free throw line and score some easy points there? We'll see how it goes.
Poly with the opening possession here. 10 on the shot clock. Baseline pass there. Now back up top, picked off there by Mackenzie Smith. Off her hands, out of play though. They'll stay with the Wildcats with 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Both these teams played yesterday, as we mentioned. So in a jersey reversal, SUNY Poly in their home whites, charged in their road black uniforms. Pass dumped in towards Burdick. Traveling is the call.
Looks like we're going to see some early pressure in the full court here from Poly. Looks like a little 1-2-2 zone press.
Hickey and Tilton play catch up the floor. Hickey able to get it across. Ahead for Smith. All the way across for Steiner. Nice pass. Should go up. Layup won't go. Rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Chargers.
Chargers did a solid job of breaking that pressure. A little side-to-side action, then finding that weak side cutter. Great look for an open Leah Steiner underneath.
Pass goes down for Goyak, knocked out of her hands and taken now by SUNY Poly. Burdick ahead now for Abar. She'll move around for Leos. Leos going for 30 points, as we mentioned at the top, against Guydet. Hannah Neal from Guydet also had 30 points in that game. Move there around Smith. Now she'll work inside. Bumped into there by Goyak. Foul's going to be on the floor. In addition to Leos' 30 points yesterday, Molly Burdick added 21 as they had 51 of the 80 points. There's another turnover by the Wildcats. Hickey's jumper won't go. Rebounded though by Steiner. Right up top now for Tilton. Hickey coming off a screen through her hands. Taken there by Burdick.
Chargers down there offensively, that's what I think they're best in, a little shuffle cut offense coming off that high post.
Little jumper there from Burdick goes. Poly is on the board. Smith inside for Goyak there. Now Steiner. Chargers will set up the offense. Inside for Hickey. Back out for Steiner. Tilton once again. Inside to Goyak on the post. She'll go in with the left. Little layup goes. Nice move by Courtney Goyak.
Solid post move and a great post entry there.
Underneath the basket goes for Dater. Back out for Leos. At the elbow with it there is Ibar. Now she'll go this way. And back inside. Nice passing here by the Wildcats. It's Burdick once again. She's met there in the paint. Jumper won't go. Rebounded though by the Wildcats. And Leos with it again. She'll drive. Take a little jumper. She's knocked into though, and it's going to be fouled. And she'll head to the free throw line. Leo's shooting 80% from the free throw line this season, 59 of 74.
Early on here, it looks like Poly wants to try to get into the lane, look for some dribble penetration and some kicks to some good, really good perimeter shooters.
Both free throws go for Kirsten Leos. Poly back up by 2. Steiner gives it back to Tilton. She'll look to drive baseline. Her pass goes for Smith. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound knocked around, taken there by Smith, who gets her own rebound. Entry pass deflected away. It'll go out of play. It'll stay with the Chargers. 25 on the shot clock.
With Smith recently inserted into the starting lineup, she does give them great energy and enthusiasm on the floor. We hope that's contagious here today.
Nice pass to Hickey underneath. She's fouled going up, and she'll head to the free throw line. Number 24, Samantha Dater, is going to pick up that foul. Hickey, who head to the free throw line, is 77% free throw shooter, 23 of 30 this season. Second free throw good as well. We're knotted up at 4, just about 3 minutes into the contest.
When you're a shooter, it's nice to get some looks at the free throw line early, kind of get a little bit of a rhythm there.
Burdick goes outside. Three-pointer there by Albright is good. Pass all the way across, picked off by Leos. Burdick again goes into the middle. Now she'll kick out for Dater. She'll hit in, pass all the way across, and call offensive foul. So number 24, Dater, that's going to be her second. Shannon Harrison's going to check in and replace Dater, who picks up her second foul, 3:23 into the contest. See how long she sits here in the first half with the 2 fouls.
Smith already showing dividends here with a little pass deflection, and then right there taking the charge.
Tilton will stop and take the three-pointer, no good. Rebound taken there by Polly, and the foul's going to be called on Goyak. That's going to be her second. Christine Graves is going to check in now for the Chargers. So the 2 fouls, big here for the Chargers. That's on Goyak. Riley Smith is going to come in now for the Wildcats. Pass goes across, tipped away by Tilton. Good defensive play there by Lizzie Tilton. They'll stay with the Wildcats, 18 on the shot clock. Leos looks to turn the corner, a little up and under with the left, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Tilton. That's her first, team's fourth. Leos will head back to the free throw line. She's 2 of 2 there already today.
Zach, you mentioned Leos' ability to score. It's interesting. She shoots nearly 42% from beyond the arc, but does a fantastic job of a little ball fake, and you have to respect that. And then she can drive hard to the rack as well.
Hits both free throws. Chargers trail by 5. Tilton will set up the offense here for the Chargers. Steiner looking inside for Hickey. Deflects off her hand. Taken by Harrison. Harrison and Leos now up top for Albright. Back outside for Harrison. She'll work into the middle. Now into the corner with 6 on the shot clock. Nice pass inside to Smith. Doesn't go, but Albright's right there to catch and put it in. Albright at the right place at the right time. Holly leads by 7. Midway through the first quarter here. Polly in front, 11-4. 15 on the shot clock here for the Chargers. Handoff goes to Hickey. She'll turn the corner and take the jumper. It's good. Hickey's first bucket of the day. She has 4 points.
I think that's where Hickey's at her best, coming off a little dribble handoff, one dribble and pull in rhythm. She's a deadly shooter in that setting.
Harrison pops again away with a travel there. That gets the ball around to Smith, who knocks down the jumper. Pass goes for Smith, now all the way across for Steiner. Deflected off of her hands, but Tilton races to get to that. Pass inside for Steiner, who got loose. Layup's good. Nice pass there by Lizzie Tilton.
Nice play there by Tilton to find the open Steiner underneath, and a great left-hand finish from Steiner.
Nice passing there by SUNY Poly. Corner three-pointer won't go. Rebound taken by Tilton. Worked ahead for Hickey. She has some room to run. She'll work into the middle now. Little floater won't go. Rebound bounced around. Taken eventually here by Poly. Leos has it for the Wildcats. She'll stop and take the three-pointer. Left wide open. Won't go. Rebounded, though, by number 23, Abar. Out for Harrison. She'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebounded, though, by Leos, and she's fouled going up. Fouls on Mackenzie Smith. That's her second foul. 5 team fouls now for the Chargers, so Poly will shoot free throws the rest of the first quarter.
Yeah, I think as Mackenzie Smith matures, she's going to have to find ways to stay on the floor. Love the energy, enthusiasm, but needs to find ways to stay out of foul trouble. Down here at the defensive end, too, we're having trouble boxing out, giving some second chance opportunities. Well, that's one of the issues when you're playing some zone, is to be able to find those offensive players.
Leos misses both free throws, So the Chargers deficit stays at 5, 13-8, with 3:15 remaining here in the opening quarter. Hodges gets it to Hickey. Nice little move there, and she gets it to go off the glass. Hickey has 6 points, lead the Chargers. They trail 13-10.
Love the early aggressiveness from Hickey going to the rim. I think that benefits the Chargers here today.
Abar with it, all the way back across for Leo's three-pointer. It's good. Leos with the game-high 7 points. Lead to 6 for Poly. Hodges for Graves. Back up top now for Steiner. And now Tilton. Hickey will take the step back three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken there by number 23, Abar. Quickly up the floor for Harrison. All the way across now for Burdick. She'll move into the middle, and she's fouled. Fouls on Graves. That's her first. Burdick with her first free throws of the afternoon, a 65% free throw shooter this season.
Yeah, she's one of the 1-2 punch, her and Leos, that are 2 of the top 5 scorers in the conference right now on the women's side.
Second free throw is good. Lancaster Rabble trailing here 17-10, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hodges will drive baseline. Her jumper won't go. But they're going to call a late foul. It's going to be on Smith. Smith's first foul, the third team foul on Poly here in the opening quarter. Hope Hodges will head to the free throw line, a 63% free throw shooter this season. Freshman from Palm Coast, Florida. First free throw is in and out.
I think Hodges is one of those players for the Chargers that's going to need to put a few points up on the board today if we're going to be successful, and she's certainly capable of doing that.
Second free throw is good. Abar up the floor now for the Wildcats. Ball walked in for Burdick. She'll take the jumper. Won't go. Rebounded by Tilton. Up the floor looking for Hickey. Down low for Graves. Gets it to her. Off the glass. Won't go. Gets her on rebound though. And taken out by the Wildcats. Into the corner for Burdick. Now out for Leos. Abar will take the three-pointer. It's good. Poly extends their lead to 9, 20-11 with just a minute remaining here in the opening quarter. Tilton left open. She'll take the three-pointer. You betcha. Tilton knocks down the three-pointer for the Chargers. Gets them back within 6.
It's good to see her hit a 3. That's a place she's struggled here. She's done a lot of good things for the Chargers, but the three-point shot has been tough for her. That's great to see her knock that down.
Her second three-pointer of the season. Nice pass underneath the Abar. Just misses it, though. Gets her on rebound. Fouls on number 3, Leah Steiner. Her first foul. Abar head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
This is a pretty good offensive team to begin with, but when you give them second chance opportunities like we have here in the first quarter, it's tough.
Abar knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. Chargers will hold for the last possession, I imagine. Inside, though, to Graves, who's wide open. She'll lay it in. Another nice pass from Tilton, who's got 3 assists already here in the first quarter. Chargers trail by 5. Harrison with it here. Quickly to Leos. go back for Harrison. But the clock's going to expire prior to the shot. And the Chargers will trail by 5, 21-16 after 10 minutes of play. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horst Athletic Center, Lancaster Bible trailing 21-16 after the first quarter. Poly will begin the second quarter with the ball here. Rod, what'd you like in the first 10 minutes?
Well, certainly right now with a 21-16 score, the pace favors SUNY Poly. But LBC has done a great job of staying in offensively, but I think we're going to have to make some decisions defensively, whether we stay in the zone or play man to defend and rebound defensively a little bit better.
Abar with it up top, now in for Burdick. She'll turn, little kick out there for McKay, who's come into the contest. Picked off there by Tilton. Tilton heads in, a little jumper off the glass, rattles around and goes. Tilton goes coast to coast. The Chargers' deficit is 3.
Did a great job of finishing strong, taking the bump, and still finishing at the rim.
Pass here for Harrison, wide open three-pointer, in and out. Rebounded there nicely by Burdick, who lays it in.
Another offensive rebound given up there. Second chance. We've got to limit those second chance opportunities.
Hickey outside for Steiner. Hickey left open for a second. Three-pointer, you betcha. Hickey with a three-pointer, her first of the day. Lancaster Bible trails just 23-21.
Good recognition by Graves there that the lane closed up, and nice kick out to a great shooter on the perimeter in Hickey.
Burdick again will turn. This time she'll go to the basket, and jumper goes.
Right now the problem is we're giving up high post entry passes each time down the floor, and when the ball's in the middle, there's so much you can do with it. We've got to keep the ball out of that area.
Hickey, nice job turning to the corner. Another nice pass from Tilton. Tilton with 4 assists now. Tilton with 4 assists. Another pass inside, back out for Abar. She'll go baseline for McKay. The jumper won't go, rebounded by Tilton. Hodges with it now. She'll find Graves. Bounces off of a Poly player. Refs are going to talk about it now. They said the ball went off the Lancaster Bible player. A turnover there for the Chargers. Cassidy Albright back into the contest. Again inside for Burdick. She's fouled though. Foul's going to be on Graves. That's her second foul. First team foul on the Chargers here in the second quarter. Pass picked off by Hickey. Hickey stops, pops. You betcha! Hickey with her second three-pointer. Lancaster Bible takes a 26-25 lead.
Yeah, Hickey's shooting the ball really well today, and that's a great sign for the LBC Chargers.
14 points for Hickey on 5 of 8 shooting. Now Harrison. Taken from her. It's going to go off of Harrison as well. It'll be LBC ball. Leos is going to check back in for SUNY Poly. Tilton brings it across midcourt. She'll hand off for Hickey. Foul called on Burdick. That's her first, team's first. Hodge is looking inside for Graves, and she's fouled. It's going to be on Smith. That's her second foul. Harrison's going to come right back in after the 30-second rest. Hodges inside for Tilden, inside for Graves. Layup won't go.
It's a nice extended out of bounds play down there to have Graves come across that lane, just missed the shot.
Deep three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Steiner. Tilden quickly up the head for Hodges. So the ball stays with LBC. Outside for Steiner. She'll take the deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken by Burdick. All the way around for Harrison. She and Abar play catch. Albright's there. Again, Poly working the ball on the perimeter. Back for Leos. Baseline goes Abar. She'll take the jumper. It's good.
25 seconds of really good defense right there, and then a breakdown at the end, biting on the ball fake. Tough possession for the Chargers.
Inside there for Graves. Back out for Tilden. Around for Hickey. She'll drive. Jumper blocked by Burdick. Good play there by Molly Burdick on the defensive end. Corner three-pointer for Leos is good. Leos with her second three-pointer of the day. She has 10 points. First Poly player in double figures. Under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Steiner goes to the basket. Her layup won't go. Rebounded by Burdick, who outlets to Leos.
Burdick beginning to establish herself on the defensive end on the interior right there.
Nice pass inside for Albright. Gets it to go. Nice pass there by Abar. Chargers are going to take a 30-second timeout. Quickly talk about the Horse with No Name podcast, our weekly podcast that we produce here at the LBC radio station. Myself and co-host Tyler Greenlee talk about all things LBC athletics. We review games from the previous week and look ahead to the next week's games, as well as have an interview with an LBC student athlete or staff member. We'll be rejoining you this week as we put some new shows together for the second semester. Classes start tomorrow, and we're still trying to work out a time for the live show that you can find on lbc.edu/radio. You can always find it on iTunes and Spotify. Again, the Horse with No Name podcast, the weekly LBC athletics podcast. Rod, final 4:42 here of the first half. Down by 6, but just had a lead real quick. How did the Chargers keep this close here over the final 4 minutes, not let it slide away? at the end of the half here.
Yeah, this is all about defense for the Chargers right now. Again, we said going in, this is a high-powered offense, scoring over 70 a game. Right now, the pace of play is theirs. We've got to get some stops defensively and be able to stick around.
Tilton will take the little jumper. It's good. Nice shot by Tilton. She's got 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Deficit is now 4. Burdick out for Harrison. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound taken by Tilton. Baseline pass for Hickey. Back out for Tilton. Now Hodges. Pass deflected nicely by Abar. Ahead for Harrison. Nice pass. Layup's good. Ibar's got 4 assists to go with 6 points and 4 boards.
Polly does a nice job of filling lanes in transition and getting some easy baskets, but we do have to limit those.
Hickey's pass is deflected. Again, a long pass up for Harrison. Layup won't go. Right there, though, is Burdick. She lays it in. Polly now leads 36-28. Steiner with the ball here for the Chargers. Hodges will take the deep 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded by Burdick.
The 2-3 zone of Polly has really kind of stifled us a little bit here in the second quarter.
Pass picked off there by Steiner. Tilton's pass is picked off by Albright. Chargers now at 9 turnovers. All the way up for Leos. She'll lay it in. Timeout called by the Chargers. Another 30-second timeout. Head coach Kayla Vanderhoff not thrilled with the play on either end. Rod, we just talked about what they needed to do in that final 4.5 of the first half, and it's the exact opposite of what you said. From turnovers on the offensive end to missing layups to not getting back on the defensive end. Does a timeout quickly here cure some of that if the coach kind of gets in their face about it, or is this a deep-rooted thing?
Well, I mean, it's tough to break.
Probably a big question. Sorry.
Sure. No. Well, listen. Basketball is a game of habits, so it's tough to break habits with a timeout. But it is good to remind them of some things. We need some ball fakes on the offensive end. Right now, every pass that we're making is kind of telegraphed and deflected. And then, once the turnover happens, we've got to convert, get people back inside the lane as quickly as we can. We're getting some turnovers, but we're compounding that by not getting back defensively and allowing some easy layups. You're not going to beat a team like this by giving up easy points. But a lot of time left. Take it possession by possession.
Tilton with it here. Lucente, who just checked in. Becca Lucente. In for Steiner. Nice pass from Graves. Layup is good, and the foul. The foul is going to be on Burdick. That's her second. Steiner hits the free throw. Substitution here for SUNY Poly. Number 22, Samantha Humiston's going to check in. She'll replace Burdick. Sorry,
That's
Rod.
a big offensive play for the Chargers right there. Obviously, you begin getting on a run like that and you get demoralized. That at least picks up the energy again. See, they can compete here on the defensive end on this possession.
Albright takes it in. Ball bounces off of an LBC player. The bounce pass for Leos. Now Harrison. Albright out for Ivar. She'll take the 3-pointer. No good. Rebound taken by Steiner. Quickly ahead for Lucente. And she'll find Hodges. In for Graves, down low for Steiner. Back for Graves, takes the jumper in the lane, no good. Saved by Steiner momentarily. And he'll stay with the Chargers.
With the lineup the Chargers have in right now, it's going to be really important that they move the basketball, find the gaps in the zones, and get quality looks.
5 seconds on the shot clock here, out for Hodges. She'll take a little floater in the lane, won't go. Rebound goes off of an LBC player, and it'll go to the Wildcats with 1:15 remaining here in the opening half. Pass a bit too hot to handle underneath. Turnover there by Polly. Caitlin Hickey's going to check back in. She'll replace Christine Graves. Good minutes there by Graves. Under a minute to play here, the first half. Pass picked off there, taken by the Wildcats. Ibar goes in. Her pass is deflected, taken back by LBC. About a 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Right now you're hoping for a score and a stop to end this half.
Tilton off the glass, won't go. Rebound taken by Ibar. Under 10 seconds to play, excuse me. Leos with it into the corner for Harrison. She'll take the jumper at the buzzer, in and out. So we'll head to the half here. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster Bible 38-31. We'll rejoin you just prior to the second half, bringing some stats from the opening 20 minutes. For now, though, the Wildcats lead Lancaster Bible 38-31. We'll be back in just a few moments on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horst Athletic Center, Lancaster Bible trailing SUNY Poly 38-31. In that first half, the Wildcats shot 51.9%, 14 of 27 from the floor. Leading the way for SUNY Poly, Kirsten Leos with 12 points, 9 points, 7 boards, and 2 assists for Molly Burdick. For the Chargers, they shot 44.4%, 12 of 27, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Leading the way there, Caitlin Hickey, 14 points, 7 points for Lizzie Tilton, who also had 5 rebounds and 4 assists. The Chargers outscored in that first quarter by 5, second quarter by just 2, though SUNY Poly had 13 points off of turnovers in that first half and kind of plagued the Chargers a bit there. Rod, what do the Chargers have to do here early in the second half to sort of keep the momentum going of keeping this close?
Yeah, honestly, I think it has a lot to do with taking away that high post entry if we're going to stick in the zone. We talked early on about the threes and frees. We've done a decent job of staying with that. Only one more 3 made by SUNY Poly than what we have, and we're 4 for 5 from the free throw line. But this is really going to come down to can we hold this game into the 60s and try to win this.
Mackenzie Smith will inbound the ball here for LBC. She missed the entire second quarter, picked up 2 fouls early there in the first quarter. So she'll be on the floor here for LBC, seeing some of her first minutes since picking up that second foul. One change for LBC in their starting lineup as Christine Graves is going to stay in over Courtney Goyak. Goyak with the 2 early fouls as well here for LBC. All the way across, pass goes for Smith. Tilton inside for Steiner. Pass is deflected, gets to Smith, 3-pointer. No good there. Ball's going to go out of play, and it'll be Poly ball. Jumper there by Burdick in the paint, off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Steiner. Little jumper there by Tilton, won't go. Rebound bounces around, taken there by number 24, Samantha Dater. Leos with the 3-pointer. She gets it to go. Leos now has 15 points to lead all scorers. Poly extends their lead to 10, 41-31. Ball tipped around. Good play, hustle play there by Albright, but went off of her and into the LBC bench. It'll stay with the Chargers. Three-pointer by Tilton. You betcha! Tilton with her second three-pointer of the game. That is now 3 on the season. She came in with 1. Rod, a nice little day here for Lizzie Tilton.
Yeah, that bodes well for her. She does so many things well. If she can add that into the arsenal, what she does for this team, we're in good shape.
Leos to drive baseline. Nice pass underneath. Guybar loses control a bit, so Poly will reset. Burdick with a deep three-pointer. That's going to miss the basket, and it'll be LBC ball.
The shot didn't look very pretty, but Burdick is about a 34.5% shooter from behind the arc. As a big, she shoots the ball pretty well. But we'll settle for that one.
Hickey with it now. Trying to find Tilton, finally does. Pass inside for Graves. Loses it a bit, but she's fouled on the way in. Foul's going to be an Ibar. Turnover there by LBC. Dater with it into the corner for Leos. Pass inside for Burdick. Nice pass down low for Albright. Hit as she scores, and the foul. Foul's going to be on Tilton. Albright knocks down the adjoining free throw as well.
Yeah, that's another difficult play. And you see it again, like that high post entry opens up so many things. In that particular situation, it was a high post entry and a baseline duck in. Difficult to defend if you're allowing that pass.
Smith up top. Her pass for Hickey, able to grab that before it went out of bounds. Jumper there by Graves off the glass, no good. Pass looking underneath for Albright. Might see one of those alley-oops in the next game, but might be a little high for Albright.
Chargers right now doing a nice job of getting into the high post with Graves. I'd like to see her be able to turn and face and see what she has there, whether that's a duck in or a kick out to guards. We always say when you catch it, look buddy inside, then look opposite of the zone for a shooter.
Three-pointer there from Hickey. You betcha. Hickey with her third three-pointer of the day. She has 17 points to lead the Chargers and all of the scorers here today. Her and Leos in a little battle here, going back and forth on opposite ends. This is Leos now. She'll hand it off for Burdick. Ball on the floor. Smith is there. Nice job by Burdick, though, to get it to a teammate. Baseline goes Albright. Layup won't go. Burdick's in there. Who else? Foul's going to be on Graves. That's her third foul, second team foul. And now Burdick's going to head to the free throw line. One of two there today. First free throw rattles around and goes down.
Yeah, I imagine the official there felt like that was a controlled tap on that particular play with the rebound, had the ball up high, called the two-shot foul, thought that might be on the floor.
Second free throw won't go. Nice rebound there by Hope Hodges. Smith, look, nice pass inside for Steiner. Gets it back, and now for Hickey. Smith pass down low for Steiner. Nice pass, layup for Steiner's good. 3 assists for Mackenzie Smith. Chargers down by 6.
There's very good ball movement on that side of the floor. A great find from Smith to find Steiner underneath, and a nice left-handed finish for Steiner.
Albright's pass is picked off by Smith. Knocked out of Smith's hands. Knocked out of Smith's hands. Going to stay with LBC. Albright will exit. Riley Smith comes back in for the Wildcats. Pass goes for Hickey. Works into the lane, bounces around a bit. Nice play by Ibar on the floor. Leos with an out for the pass from Dater. Burdick into the middle. And now Smith left wide open in the three-pointer in the corner for three. It's good.
Yeah, Smith's a great shooter. She's one of those that are shooting 42% to help this team lead the NEAC in three-point field goal percentage.
3 players in double figures for SUNY Poly. Hickey with it now around for Hodges. Looking down low for Smith. Bounce pass for Steiner. She'll head in. She's fouled going up. Foul's going to be number 23, Ibar. It's going to be her second foul. Steiner will shoot 2 free throws. 1 of 1 there today. Came in as a 43% free throw shooter.
In some respects, you're here at this game and you feel like SUNY Poly is kind of controlling things, but you look up the scoreboard. It's a 7-point game, and Chargers are right in this one.
48-41 in favor of SUNY Poly. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Ibar with it inside for Burdick. Now Smith. Pass is deflected, taken by Hodges. Good play by Kaylin Hickey to stick her hand in there. Tilton will set things up here for the Chargers. Smith out for Steiner. Now Hodges. Hickey will spin, take the three-pointer, in and out. Rebound taken by Burdick. She has 10 boards now to go with 10 points. Double for the freshman from Vestal, New York. She'll go into the middle now, off the glass, won't go, taken by Tilton. Tilton with it in the corner, looking inside for Steiner. That pass isn't there. Quickly up the floor now for Burdick. She'll take the layup, rattles around, won't go. Taken by Steiner, and Burdick wants that one back.
And the Chargers have gotten some great stops on the defensive end, but having trouble converting on this end to draw this game a little closer.
Hickey in for Steiner, out for Tilton. Three-pointer. That's deep. Rebound taken there by Hodges. Out for Hickey. Shot didn't hit the rim, so now 10 on the shot clock. Steiner will take the jumper on the baseline. It's good. Leah Steiner, 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting to go with 7 boards, having her best game of the season. Chargers trail by just 5.
Doing a nice job of moving the ball against that zone down there.
Ibar will take a deep three-pointer. It's good. Ibar's second three-pointer of the day. She's got 9 points to go with 5 assists and 5 boards. Lead back to 8 for the Wildcats.
A little bit of a dagger on that particular three.
Down low for Smith. Bounces around to Hickey. Tilton back for Hickey. Down low for Smith. Steiner. Nice ball movement by the Chargers. Wide open, Kaylin Hickey, three-pointer. You betcha! Can't ask much better ball movement from the Chargers, Rod. I haven't seen that all season.
I was just going to say that's the best possession of the season right there for the Chargers. Moved the basketball, got a great look for their best shooter on the perimeter. Well done.
Under 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Passes for Ibar. She'll jump in. Little jumper. It's good. Timeout called by Poly. It's going to be full timeout. We'll take one with them. 2:21 remaining here in the third quarter. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster by 53-46. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here in Lancaster, SUNY Poly leads Lancaster Bible College 53-46, 2:21 remaining here in the third quarter.
I like that timeout by Coach Skelton. They kind of were exchanging buckets with LBC, and she doesn't wait on something that they score, but one that their team scores on, and keep the confidence going. So I like that timeout from them.
Steiner looks inside for Hickey. She'll look to turn a little up and under off the glass. It's good. Nice job by Hickey to get that off the glass. She's got 22 points on 8 of 13 shooting.
Yeah, she's played like the first-team all-NEAC performer that she is today for sure.
Burdick thought about it. Now finds Leo's three-pointer. No good. Rebound. It's going to be off of Burdick, and he'll go with the Chargers. Tilton with it here right in front of us. Back for Hickey. She'll hand off for Hodges. Back for Tilton. Hickey's wide open. She'll take the three-pointer off the front of the rim. Smith just fell trying to get to that ball. Taken out by Harrison. Quickly ahead for Leos. Into the corner for Smith. Hit one there earlier. Just in and out. Taken by Steiner.
Thought another great offensive possession down here for the Chargers on that last one. Got a good look. Almost had an offensive rebound.
Minute to play here in the third quarter. Hodges for Steiner. 6 on the shot clock. Back for Hickey. He's going to have to put one up here late in the shot clock. Little room, three-pointer, no good. And a foul is called underneath the basket. They're going to call a foul on number 24, Samantha Dater.
5 tenths of a second on the clock. Oh wait, never mind.
Foul call on Lancaster 24. Samantha Dater.
So the foul occurred underneath the basket, so the Chargers will inbound the ball. A fresh shot clock here for LBC as well. 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Deflected away.
Great opportunity for the Chargers here at the end of this quarter to win the quarter and feel pretty excited heading into the final quarter against a good SUNY Poly team.
Hodges within the corner, able to get it out to Steiner. Smith with it here for LBC. Finds Hodges. Back for Smith. Thought about a shot. Bumped into there. Saved by Tilton, but right into the hands of Ibar. "17 seconds to play. Harrison and Dater play catch. And now back for Ibar, and they'll wait for the last shot. Again, Harrison will take the jumper. It's good. Harrison knocks down the jumper just prior to the buzzer. SUNY Poly will take a 55-48 lead into the fourth quarter, and we'll bring that to you in just a moment here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Lancaster Bible Trail SUNY Poly 55-48. Poly will begin the fourth quarter with the ball. Rod, final 10 minutes here. What are both teams looking to do here in the first couple of minutes of the final quarter?
Yeah, again, just kind of take it one possession at a time right here. If you're the Chargers, keep the ball moving offensively like they've been, and defensively try to keep the ball out of the center, and we got a shot at this here today.
Albright's three-pointer attempt from the corner missed. Rebound taken there by Smith. Out of play, though. The Chargers will restart. As Hope Hodges will bring the ball up the floor for LBC. Smith's pass is deflected, though into the hands of Steiner. Looking for Smith again. Now Hodges' little floater won't go off the glass. Rebound taken by Albright. Burdick back for Albright. Now inside, nice pass to Dater. Layup won't go though. Rebound taken though by Ibar. And the Wildcats will reset. Three-pointer now. No good. Right in the hands of Albright. Can't get the layup to go though. Good job by Albright to crash the boards there. Just couldn't get the layup to go in time. Tilton with it now. In for Steiner. Looking down low for Smith. She goes to the basket and she's fouled. Fouls on number 23, Ibar. That's her third foul. First team foul here of the fourth quarter. Mackenzie Smith will shoot 2 free throws for the Chargers. First one's no good.
Zach, I'm watching Hope Hodges here a little bit offensively, and she looks a little hesitant to take the outside shot. She's a very capable three-point shooter. I'd like to see her maybe catch and ready to shoot the ball when she has an opening. I think that'd be a great lift. She's at the bench on the bench right now, but when she comes back in, I hope she looks for that.
Smith knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. Deficit is 6. Jumper here from Burdick won't go. Rebound though right into the middle. And grabbing that is Dater. Nice pass underneath for Burdick in the middle, off the glass and good. Nice pass from Leos. Burdick has 12 points.
Second chance points have hurt us pretty much all afternoon here. We've got to secure that defensive rebound, control those possessions.
That pass is deflected. Polly's done a good job defensively today, deflecting those passes. Those second chance points, Rod, you talk about 10-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Jumper by Steiner won't go. Rebound taken by Albright. Ibar will take her time coming up the floor. 7:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Nice pass underneath to Dater. Layup though won't go. Rebound bounced around. Taken by Steiner and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Burdick. That's her third. So now 3 players on the floor for Poly with 3 fouls. 7:39 remaining. See if that plays any factor here as we head towards the final minutes. Feels like Caitlin Hickey time, Rod.
It sure would be nice.
Graves will take the baseline jumper, no good. Taken by Burdick off the glass. 11 boards today for the freshman. Into the corner it goes for Albright. Back up top for Leos. Inside for Burdick. She'll head to the basket. Jumper in the lane, off the glass and good.
That's a very strong move from Burdick right there. Kind of fended off a couple of defenders, released it high, got the nice kiss.
Lead is 10 now for Poly. And timeout's going to be called by the Chargers. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster Bible 59-49, 6:48 to play. We'll be back in a moment here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horst Athletic Center, Lancaster Bible trails SUNY Poly 59-49. Hope Hodges is checked back into the contest for LBC. She has the ball now as the Chargers set up their play out of the timeout. Smith underneath. Nice pass. Layup won't go. Able to get the rebound, though. Good job by Mackenzie Smith.
That was a well drawn up play out of the timeout right there. Got a great look.
Graves' pass is deflected. Hodges loses it momentarily. On the floor is Smith. Throws it to Ibar. But it's off of Smith and out of play.
Heads up play by Abar right there, losing balance on the way out and finding a way to get it off of Smith before she loses her balance.
Pass in for Albright. She'll find Smith. Out for Leo's three-pointer. No good. Rebound off of Smith's hands. She has it. Tilton with it now. She'll head to the basket. Little jumper. Rattles around and goes down.
She's really at her best in that little mid-range pull-up in the lane. Doesn't miss that too often.
Tilton has 12 points. Three-pointer by Leos is good. Leos has 18 points to lead SUNY Poly. 4 players in double figures for the Wildcats. 4 three-pointers for Leos as well. Ten on the shot clock here for LBC. Just over 5 minutes to play. Deep three-pointer from Hope Hodges. You betcha! Hodges with the big three-pointer. That gets the Chargers at least back to within some distance with under 5 minutes to play. 62-54, they trail SUNY Poly. In for Albright. Out for Leos. Where have you seen this before? Three-pointer doesn't go. Rebounded, though, by Albright. She's been in the right place at the right time several times now on the offensive glass today for SUNY Poly. Three-pointer from Smith this time. That's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Ibar. Jumper goes. Offensive boards hurting the Chargers here late in the game. They trail now by 10, 64-54.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, a couple times down here we've gotten good offensive looks, scored the ball, but giving it right back on the other end.
Jump ball call. It's going to stay with LBC. .17 on the shot clock. .10 on the shot clock here for Tilton. Now Hickey. She'll drive baseline. Pass looking for Smith. Not there. Taken by Leos. Under 4 minutes to play now here at Horse Athletic Center. Pass in for Albright. And Smith stands all alone in the corner and knocks down the three-pointer. And that's going to be trouble for the Chargers. 30-second timeout here for the Chargers. 67-54 in favor of SUNY Poly. Rod, now it's every possession where we probably have to score and then get a stop on the other end with this big of a margin, 3:38 to go.
Yeah, they've stretched it out a little bit here. That's a tough one on that last possession. I think they're trying on that score at this end to kind of find their man and kind of switch to man defense. And in the midst of that, they lost track of Smith in the corner. And again, they've got some shooters, and if you leave them open, you're probably going to pay.
Poly with 4 players in double figures. Smith, who just hit that last three-pointer, has 8. So 18 for Leos, 14 for Burdick, 13 for Ibar, and 10 for Albright. Hickey will inbound the ball here for Hodges. Hodges now for Tilton. Nice inside for Smith. Layup is good. Nice pass from Graves to finish that off. 3:15 remaining. Leos with it here. Guarded by Smith. Pass now for Burdick. Leos goes to the basket. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tilton. Tilton will push it again. Little jumper in the lane. Off the glass. Won't go. Rebound. Bounces around a bit. And taken there by Ibar on the floor. Gets it to Albright. And Burdick finds Smith. Good job by Ibar on the floor there to get that to a teammate.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Actually, you know, anytime you get a turnover like on the ground there, that probably was a travel. I was hoping for it, but didn't get the call.
Leos now back for Burdick. They're going to call a carry. Not called so often these days anymore in the game of basketball, but nevertheless, with 2:18 to go, it's called.
Now, and on the men's side, man, you can really get an advantage.
It would be
with that move.
0-0 if they called a carry in the men's game. There would be no scoring. Tilton with it here. Around for Hickey. Hickey looks to drive. She's bottled up nicely by the Poly defense.
Yeah, Poly's selective on their traps out of that zone, but oftentimes they're making the right decisions and when they trap and when they don't.
Burdick with it here. 1:45 to play. Ibar again with 5 on the shot clock. For Burdick, she'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Hodges. Under 90 seconds to play. Hodges will push the ball here for LBC. Now Tilton. She'll find Hickey. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound rattles around. Taken by Smith. She'll take the jumper. It won't go. Rebounded there by Burdick, and a foul called on Smith. That's her third.
Back in for the Wildcats on the court, Shannon Harrison.
Harrison's going to come back in. She'll replace Smith.
Chargers definitely scrapping here till the end. Like the effort.
Ibar will take it the length of the floor. Foul called there on Hodges. Chargers committing just their second foul of the quarter, though, so it's going to take a few more of those if they're going to put the Wildcats on the line. We have 1:03 to play. Smith with another foul.
Yeah, I've seen some crazier things in the game of basketball, but this is it's going to be a difficult deficit. 11 points in a minute 2 and having to foul a few more times.
Fourth foul there on Smith. Leos running away from Hodges. Finally getting the foul. Steiner's going to check in here for LBC. So Steiner's going to check in here for Smith, who has the 4 fouls. And now Hickey pick up the foul. It's her first foul. And heading to the line will be Leos. 4 of 6 from the free throw line this afternoon. First free throw is no good. Smith back into the contest as Leos gets ready for the second free throw. That one's good. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're going to advance the ball as well. It's a full timeout. We'll take our last break as well. 52.9 seconds remaining. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster Bible 68-56. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. back here at Horse Athletic Center. Mackenzie Smith will inbound the ball right in front of us. Right to our left, I suppose. Pass goes for Hickey, off of her hands, off of Albright's hands, and they'll stay with the Chargers. Passes for Graves, now after Hodges. Hickey left open just momentarily, three-pointer, won't go. Rebound taken by Harrison. Pass, though, picked off by Hodges. In for Smith. Layup rattles around, won't go. Hickey will try the three-pointer again. Off the glass, won't go. Taken by Albright. And she's fouled by Graves. Graves picks up the foul. That's her fourth. Albright will head to the free throw line. 1 of 1 there today. First free throw, no good. Stay with us following this game. We'll have a post-game interview with head coach Caitlin Vanderhoff, as well as the second game of our doubleheader as the LBC men host SUNY Poly here at Horst Athletic Center. Second free throw goes down. 1 of 2 there for Albright. Chargers trail by 13. Tilton with it. She'll take a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Burdick. It's going to go off of the SUNY Poly hand out of play, so it'll go with the Chargers. Hickey has it here for the Chargers. She'll hand off for Hodges. Now for Smith, three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Poly as the ball goes out of play. Harrison will inbound, and that'll just about do it here from Horst Athletic Center. SUNY Poly defeats Lancaster Bible by a score of 69-56. SUNY Poly shot 44.6%, 25 of 56 from the floor. Chargers shot 38.2%, 21 of 55. 4 players in double figures for SUNY Poly. Kirsten Leos leading the way with 19 points, 14 points, 13 boards for Molly Burdick, and 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists for Taylor Ibar. For the Chargers, a game-high 22 points from Caitlin Hickey, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists for Lizzie Tilton, and 11 points and 9 boards for Leah Steiner. Chargers are back in action on Wednesday night. They'll host Penn State Berks here at 5:30. You can catch all the action at on our YouTube page, the LBC Chargers Network. So give us a second here as the teams have a post-game prayer, and then we'll catch Caitlin Vanderhoff for a post-game interview. Chargers drop first game of the doubleheader, 69-56. We'll be back in just one moment here on the Chargers Sports Network. Coach Vanderhoff here behind the SUNY Poly men as they start to warm up. A loss again, but a lot of good things today, and maybe some things we haven't seen all year long. What are you telling the team as you go into the locker room here?
Yeah, it's tough to get the loss, but I'm really proud of them. Just the way we competed all season long, and just like keep fighting. It hasn't been the season that we've wanted it to be, but every game we keep getting better. I'm proud of them today. We came up short, but we're seeing good things defensively, offensively. That was the best movement we've seen all year, so we're making progress. It's just not as quickly as we hoped.
We're going to start seeing some teams we've seen already previously this year. Penn State Berks on Wednesday night. What are you hoping to adjust as you see these teams for the second time?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just a whole different team than we were 2 months ago when we played Berks. But just continue the effort defensively, get in stops. I feel like we've come a long way that way of just holding teams, not allowing them to score, and just keep doing what we're doing offensively, keep looking for each other. We're just such a better team when we move together and not just one person oriented.
Great, thanks, Coach. We'll see you Wednesday. Rod, I'll bring you in here real quick just to recap that women's game. Just like Coach Vanderhoff said, a lot of good things there, but just not evident on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, I would agree with her. I think there's a couple things. I think Mackenzie Smith is beginning to establish herself as a night in, night out contributor. I thought defensively they battled tonight. Second chance points hurt us, but I do think there's some positives to take away from this. And again, you just want to keep this thing moving forward, get back to practice, work hard, get ready for the next game, and see what happens.
Great. So as you can see, the men's game coming up here in just about 23 minutes or so. Rod's going to jump in the layup line here for SUNY Poly. We'll see what happens. And you can join us in just about 20 minutes. We'll bring you all the action here from Horse Athletic Center. Chargers women fall 69-56 at SUNY Poly. We'll see you in a few. Good afternoon once again. Welcome to Horst Athletic Center as the Chargers host SUNY Poly. Wildcats won the women's game 69-56 a few moments ago. Both teams played yesterday. SUNY Poly picking up their first NEAC win of the season. They defeated Guydet 78-7 down in the nation's capital. Chargers fell to SUNY Cobble School 85-69 here at Horst Athletic Center. SUNY Poly will be wearing their home whites today. Chargers in their road blacks. Quentin Davis, Jesse Odell in the middle. And it's going to be white ball. It went off of Davis, so it'll be SUNY Poly ball here. Little unconventional start. Joined by Rod Bachman. Rod coming off a loss yesterday in which the Chargers did not play very well for 40 minutes. What do they need to do today, especially in the early going?
Yeah, well, this is a team, SUNY Poly, that gives up a lot of points, close to 80 a game. So can we find some easy ways to score early would be certainly helpful.
That's got an awful lot of steps there inside. As Malik Johnson travels. Chargers ball.
And Zach, I'm looking forward to this matchup a little bit. If we see it, Gregory from SUNY Poly, a 20-10 guy, maybe matched up a little bit with Quentin Davis on the block, should be fun to watch.
Alex Witt hands it off to Luke Beers. Now Hilton. Tyler Hilton around for Witt. Pass goes off and Johnson out of play. That probably saved a turnover for Witt, not seeing that pass there down low.
We look a little frantic here in the first possession. We need to kind of slow it down and be a little more efficient. I think there's some openings against this aggressive defense.
Beachy's going to inbound the ball, looking for Hilton. He stepped on the out of bounds line there. It'll be SUNY Poly ball. Johnson will bring the ball up once again for the Wildcats. Now for Odell. Around here for Gregory. Handoff is for Freeman. Long three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded though by Odell. He'll look to spin. Little baby layup is good. Odell gets it to go. Poly's on the board. This is Britton Beachy. Into the corner for Luke Beers. He'll try a three-pointer. That's off. Rebound through the hands momentarily of Josh Gregory, but now he's got it. One little hop there. His layup won't go. Rebounded by Davis.
Big fella at 6'6" moves pretty well with the basketball, though, doesn't he?
This is Hilton going into the middle. A foul's going to be called on Johnson. Johnson's first, the team's first. Oh, sorry, Rod. I was going to say bit of a different starting lineup for the Chargers. Anything they need to go through here in the first couple minutes, maybe to kind of get acclimated to one another?
Yeah, I don't know. Like T.Y. Hilton in here to start the game, I think is a good thing. Like the one thing that he'll bring to you is heavy penetration to the rim, kind of relentless on that. Gets to the free throw line frequently, so maybe we can get some early points from the line.
First free throw is good for Hilton. Second free throw good as well. Chargers on the board. We're knotted up at 2. Call a foul here on Luke Beers. That's his first. Johnson will inbound the ball for the Wildcats. Finds Freeman.
I like the mentality there from
Picked off
Beers to
by
jump it.
Davis. Davis will head in. Little step in the air. Layup won't go. Rattles around into the hands of Hilton. He'll go to the basket. It won't go. Rebound again. Taken here by Griffiths. Griffiths barrels into him. Offensive foul. Good job by Luke Beers to stand his ground. We'll go the other way. That's the first foul on Griffiths. Witt with it here. He'll hand off for Davis. He'll look to get into the middle. Traveling is the call. I don't know if it's rust or just playing yesterday, but not the greatest first 2:14 here in recorded history.
No, we're forcing things a little bit here. I think a lot of one-on-one catching and just trying to put your head down and get to the rim. I think we need a little bit of ball movement, maybe some screens, some dribble handoffs, just to open up those lanes a little bit more. We'll be more successful.
Odell with it. He'll look up top here for Gregory. Around for Griffiths. Back down low. Out for Griffiths. Pass able to get to Freeman. And now down low once again. Back out for Freeman. 2 on the shot clock. And they're going to call foul with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. So Freeman's going to head to the free throw line, 63% free throw shooter this season. Freeman, a senior from Rochester, New York.
I don't know, Zach. They've got him listed at 5'9". I'm thinking, looking at him, maybe a 5'7", but he can score 15-3 a game.
I like his last name personally, Rod. This is Zach Freeman reporting. Britton Beachy with it here for the Chargers. Looking for Davis up top. Grabs it up underneath. Fouled on the way up. That's going to be Johnson's second. So Malik Johnson will pick up his second foul, just 2:57 into the contest. See how long Johnson has to sit out here in the first half. Quentin Davis will head to the free throw line, just a 46% free throw shooter this season. Jake Kulikowski will check in now for the Wildcats, junior from Brewerton, New York. Second free throw goes through for Davis. He hits 1 of 2. Poly in front 4-3. Odell with it here, looking down low for Gregory, not there. Good defense by Witt. Freeman with it for the Wildcats. He'll head in with the left, knocked away from him, taken by Hilton. Davis trying to get to the basket on Odell. The little jump stop won't go. Gets his own rebound, however. Flicked up into the air, taken by the Wildcats. And a foul now on Davis. Pardon me, no foul there, just off of Davis now to play. Griffiths now with it for the Wildcats. Odell will find Gregory up top. Battling the whole way in, knocked out of his hands, and a foul is called on Davis. That's his first foul, team's third. Gregory's going to head to the free throw line. 80% free throw shooter this season. First free throw is no good.
So Gregory kind of moved Quentin on that play there. Maybe he has a little bit of weight advantage, but certainly got Quentin on the move. He's a strong kid.
Second free throw from Gregory is good. Beachy around here for Luke Beers. Now Hilton. Benny Raymond open for a three-pointer. You betcha! Raymond comes in, knocks down a triple. Chargers take their first lead, 6-5.
Benny Raymond is actually listed as the #1 3-point percentage scorer in the NEAC, and you see a little bit of the reason why right there.
Pass down low. Foul's going to be on Witt there as he tried to deny that pass. Already 4 fouls on the Chargers here. We're 4:18 into the contest. They've all been fouls. I don't want to sound wrong on that. Deep three-pointer from Freeman is good. Freeman answers right back. Beachy will take possession of the ball now for the Chargers. Witt has it now, a little lane in there. He'll take a little jumper. It's good in the lane. Witt with his first bucket of the contest.
There they had a little bit of space. Yeah, there they had a little bit of space, and he was able to get into the lane free. Little 2-foot jump stop and a floater. It's good offense.
Pass inside for Gregory. Goes over 2 Chargers and knocks it in. You understand why Gregory is averaging 20 points a game. That looked easy over top of 2 Chargers. Block there on Witt. Griffiths now around for Gregory, feeling it, three-pointer, good. Beachy with it, he'll go around the screen, keep going to the basket, layup up and under, won't go. Freeman still with it, into the corner. Up top now for Kulikowski and around for Freeman again. Smith now, Copper. Jumper won't go. Rebound up in the air, right to Copper. Back for Freeman, deep three-pointer. It's good. Timeout called by the Chargers. Poly with the early lead. It's a 30-second timeout. Wildcats lead 16-8. Rod, what do you like? What do you dislike so far?
Well, I don't want to, but I like the Gregory kid. He can, a little inside out, strong at the basket. We're probably going to have to make some decisions on how we guard him on the post. We kind of got caught in between whether we were fronting or three-quartering on that, but they went right over top of us. He looks good with a touch at the basket, and then he could step out and hit too. And Freeman's got some range. So yeah, I don't know what you taught him with.
Runs in the family, Rod. What can I tell you?
Family reunion games must be pretty fun to watch.
I don't think so. He's made more three-pointers so far than I have in my life, so this is fine. Isaac Beer's going to come onto the floor, as is Jordan Shoebridge and Tyler Norris. So almost a brand new look for the Chargers here. Norris with it here. Around for Raymond. Now Isaac Beers. He'll take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound taken by Shoebridge. Good hustle there by Jordan Shoebridge. Around for Norris. And now Shoebridge. He'll take the deep three-pointer. No good. Right into the hands of Isaac Beers, though. His shot's blocked. And now foul called on Raymond. So 5 fouls now on the Chargers. Freeman with it here for the Wildcats. Freeman with the layup. It's good. Shoebridge races up for the Chargers. He'll stop. He's fouled by Freeman. That's his first. Freeman's got 10 points on 3 of 4 shooting already.
I like the push there by the Chargers. I think this is a team maybe you can get a few quick leak outs, some early kicks, and try to get some layups in transition.
Corner three-pointer, no good by Shoebridge. Tipped by Beachy, but right into the hands of Tyshawn Copper. Quickly ahead for Odell. Now for Kulikowski, he'll hand off, but offensive foul is called. Luke Beers draws his second offensive foul of the contest. 5 fouls as well now for the Wildcats.
Well done by Luke Beers. I think that's the most inspiring play on a basketball court, really, to be able to take a charge.
Chargers looking to turn that into points. Shoebridge with it again, around for Isaac Beers. Now Beachy. Up top for Shoebridge, has a lane there, layup, won't go. Chargers shooting just 2 of 13, 15.4%. Spin move there by Freeman, he'll hand off for Odell. Looking to get up, layup goes. SUNY Poly shooting 70%, Chargers shooting 15. Beachy turns the corner, he'll take the jumper, no good.
Chargers not getting any kind of offensive movement. I think if you're going to be successful, you've got to move the ball from one side to the other. There, we didn't even have a pass at that end. It was dribble, 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 jump shot. You've got to move the basketball offensively.
Freeman around for Kulikowski, three-pointer, no good. Rebound right in the hands of Odell. Copper looks to turn, traveling. Brett Beckler and Davis come back onto the floor for the Chargers. Malik Johnson's back on for the Wildcats, as is Gregory. Johnson with the 2 fouls. Beckler with it, he'll hand off for Shoebridge. Now Luke Beers up top to his brother Isaac. Davis on the baseline. He'll head to the basket. Off of his leg and out of bounds. Not much right going for the Chargers so far. 4 turnovers, 2 of 14 from the floor. Kulikowski finds Odell under the basket, who lays it in. Full timeout called by the Chargers. SUNY Poly leads 22-8, 11-12 to go here in the first quarter, or excuse me, the first half. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here in Lancaster, Chargers trailing SUNY Poly 22-8, 11-12 into the first half. SUNY Poly shooting 8 of 12 from the floor, Chargers just 2 of 14. Rod, you and I kind of looked at each other during that timeout and we're just not really sure what even to fix.
Well, those percentages that you just shared are a byproduct of what you're seeing. SUNY Poly's getting out, moving the basketball, getting open layups, whereas the Chargers are really relying on one-on-one efforts, and they're all contested shots. We need to move the basketball side to side.
Luke Beers now for Beckler. He'll take the jumper. No good. Right into the hands of Gregory. Johnson with it now for the Wildcats. He'll find Griffiths. Kulikowski with it now for the Wildcats. He'll go in with the left. Looking for Johnson. Has him. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He'll take the jumper in the paint. Rattles around and goes. Shoebridge will pull up. Three-pointer, no good. Rod, you and I talked prior to this weekend about this game specifically, and Poly's record very deceiving. Lost a couple of double overtime games, other close games, things like that. They're showing you here today that their record is deceiving.
Yeah, they play a really tough non-conference schedule, but they're a good team.
Johnson three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Gregory, and he lays it in. It was 8-8 moments ago. An 18-0 run here for SUNY Poly continues.
The Gregory kid's a real deal as a sophomore.
Davis will take the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Gregory. Who else? 8 points, 6 boards already. Gregory finds Griffiths. He'll move into the lane. Gets there, but the layup won't go. Quickly ahead for Isaac Beers. Now Beckler. Corner for Beckler. It's a three. No good. Rebounded by Gregory. Johnson has it here for the Wildcats. Line change coming up here for the Chargers in front of us. Griffiths with it. Loses it. Taken by Beckler. Beckler ahead for Shoebridge. Another three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Odell. Finds Griffiths, who's shaken up a little bit on that last play. And now this is Johnson. Chargers shooting 2 of 19.
The last 5 times down, I think it's been 1 pass and a shot.
Foul here on Luke Beers. It's his second.
Match everybody up!
Benny Raymond, Alex Witt, Tyler Hilton, Britton Beachy, and number 1, Alexander Evans on the floor here for the Chargers. Traveling called there. Raymond with it now for Beachy. Down low for Hilton. Now Raymond up top for Witt. Works now for Hilton. Three-pointer. You betcha. Hilton hits a three-pointer. Chargers' first bucket in quite some time. 30-second timeout called by SUNY Poly. 7:37 to go here in the first half, Rod. Down 15. What do you want to see that number at in 7:37 if you're the Chargers and hoping that the second half means something?
Yeah, I mean, you ideally you want to cut this thing into single digits before the break, give you a little momentum going in, but I do think it comes down to what we just saw right there. I thought Alex Witt did a great job of penetrating in one direction and kicking the ball back the other way as the defense all converts to that side. And we do have some good spot-up shooters, but it can't be under duress with a couple dribbles. It's got to be an inside-out action. If we can do that, I think we can get back in. But this is a high-powered offense, too, for SUNY Poly.
Poly will have the ball here as Freeman walks it up the floor. Inside for Gregory, knocked away by Evans, and he's got it here as well. Loses it momentarily and gets it back. Right back from Hilton, he'll go to the basket. Little turnaround layup won't go. So good hustle play there by Evans, not only make the steal on one end, but to get a chance to score down there on the other. A hustle play nonetheless for the Chargers.
Definitely brings some energy to it. Did a great job of deflecting an interior pass at the defensive end and get an opportunity to score at the other.
Pass goes for Gregory, has a lane going into the basket. Jumper won't go. Off of number 32, Tyshawn Copper, will be LBC ball.
Good recovery defensively from Alex Witt there. Kind of gave up a little on the perimeter, but got back in position to cause some duress in that Gregory shot.
Beachy closely guarded there by Freeman. Has it back, he'll drive baseline, up and underneath, blocked by Gregory and out of play.
I think Gregory's a nice little defender in there too. Does a great job of not raising up off the floor on ball fakes. Keeps his feet. Had a couple block shots already.
Raymond bumped into there. Foul's going to be on Copper. Sixth team foul for the Wildcats. Chargers have 6 as well. Beachy will inbound once again from the same spot. Pass goes for Raymond. Back around for Beachy. He'll stop and take the jumper. No good. Gregory down low, under the hand of Copper. Tyler Norris will check back in and replace Witt.
Chargers, I think, have only given up about 4 points in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Just can't convert on the offensive end as well to cut into this lead.
Locked again inside is Beachy. Passes for Kulikowski. He'll go to the basket. Foul by Raymond. It's a little bit like yesterday, Rod, where the Chargers started getting stops against Cobblestone, but just could not score on the other end. And we played the free throw game there at the end a little bit, but just it's got to start coming on the offensive end if we're going to stay in these games, no matter how well we play defensively. And that you could argue we haven't played very well defensively in some of these minutes as well. Right?
Yeah, it's a combination of shot selection and some good defense, but we've got to do a better job of moving the ball.
Beachy has it here for the Chargers. Now Hilton, he'll turn and spin. Take it from him on the floor. Jump ball call. It's going to stay with LBC.
A nice dig defensively there from Freeman on that spin move. Rather than hang out in the corner guarding that jump shooter, he did get a hand in there and deflected that, caused the jump ball.
Pass goes for Norris, and now Evans. Beachy again will try the shot. Jumper goes this time from Merton Beachy. His first bucket of the afternoon. Pass on it for Greg, a little hot to handle. Able to get to it. Now out for Kulikowski. He'll try the three-pointer. It's good. Kulikowski has 4 points. Poly leads 30-13. Corner three-pointer for Hilton. That's short. Rebounded by Johnson. Freeman, nice pass down left for Gregory. Foul as he goes up. Foul's on Hilton. That's his first. 8th team foul. Gregory held back to the free throw line. 1 of 2 there this afternoon.
That was a pretty athletic block, a pin on the board by Tyler Norris on that play.
Back in for the Chargers with 2. Isaac Beers, number 13, Luke Beers, and number 45. Davis. Back in for the Lancaster, number 24, Justin
Odell will come back in for SUNY Poly. Isaac Beers, Luke Beers, Quentin Davis, and Benny Raymond back into the contest for the Chargers. Gregory misses both of those free throws. Luke Beers around now for Benny Raymond. Now Norris. Deep three-pointer from Raymond. You betcha! Raymond with his second three-pointer of the afternoon. He has 6 points. Chargers trail by 14.
And as his minutes increase here on the floor, he's going to continue to do that. I really believe he's a fantastic three-point shooter.
Chargers ball there after the traveling violation. Griffiths will head back into the game. Raymond again, three-pointer. You betcha! Benny Raymond's heating up and bringing the Chargers back into it. They trail by just 11.
He's got a nice quick release on that 3-2, which certainly bodes well if there's not a whole lot of space.
Griffiths now gets loose. His three-pointer, bit strong. Rebounded by the Chargers. Isaac Beers with it. Background for Norris. Now Davis. He'll head to the basket. Up and underneath. Layup. Good. Davis brings it to within single digits. Just what the Chargers ordered, Rod.
Well, they've got him spread out a little bit more defensively right now, creating some gaps to get some looks. And the three-point shot is certainly opening up the interior.
The LBC students have come back from break. Classes start tomorrow. They're not going to want to hear those alarm clocks, but they're here cheering on the Chargers. And a foul called. Freeman's going to head to the free throw line. It'll be a 1-and-1 as the 9th team foul for the Chargers. Free throw from Freeman is good. Both free throws go for Freeman. Poly lead is 32-21. Isaac Beers for his brother Luke, but tipped away from him. Raymond has it now, around for Isaac. Back for Raymond, into the corner for Norris. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded though by Davis. He'll spin, loses momentarily. Out for Isaac Beers, three-pointer. You betcha! Timeout called here by the Chargers, just a 30-second timeout. They're back to within 8, 32-24, just what you talked about, Rod, a couple minutes ago. Get this with single digits. They've done it with the three-point shooting. They're up to 25.8% overall, but shooting 39% from three-point range. So let's just forget about inside the arc now. but these are the things. What else now? What else? Like, okay, so you're the coach in the huddle. You call a timeout. This is about this defensive possession, correct?
Sure. No, absolutely. Yeah, you're talking defense right now because your offense picking it up, but if you don't get stops, it doesn't help you. So we're certainly talking a little bit about defense, but the three-pointer has opened this thing up a little bit. They now have to extend their defense, which opens up Quentin Davis a little bit on the interior. You saw that in a play before. But again, we said this Yesterday, they are 2 and 5 when shooting under 30% from threes, and they're 5 and 1 overall when they shoot above 30%. This team is very good when they can hit threes, so we hope this continues.
Freeman will bring the ball up for the Wildcats. 2:20 remaining. Gregory heads in. Stops there, finds Freeman. Pass into the middle. Nice move by Copper. He lays it in for 2. Raymond three-pointer, no good. Freeman with it again, full head of steam. Finds Griffiths for the three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Luke Beers. Hands off of Raymond. Around for Davis. Right back to Raymond as it went off of Davis's hand. Lucky break there for the Chargers. Little jumper from Norris. It's good. Good job by Isaac Beers to find Norris on the baseline. The lead is 8 for the Wildcats.
And that's not an easy shot to make. That's the footwork of that particular baseline run to turn and shoot is pretty difficult. Tyler Norris looked seamless in that.
Floater there from Freeman, gets it to go in the paint. 14 points for Freeman. Just over a minute to play here in the opening half. Norris with it here, he'll turn the corner. Foul's gonna be called. It's gonna be on Gregory, that's just his first.
I think it's pretty clear in the timeout. Coach Schoner was talking a little bit about making sure that they're getting to the rim offensively and trying to be aggressive instead of settling for some jump shots. Their last 2 times down the floor have gotten something right at the rim.
Norris will shoot the 1-and-1 here for the Chargers. First free throw is good. Norris with 3 points this afternoon. Second one goes through as well.
Coach Wingreen's used a number of players here in the first half, trying to find some groups that work. Tyler Norris is giving some good minutes off the bench right now.
Griffiths with it here. Raymond underneath him. Up and underneath. Blocked. It's going to go off of Griffiths and out of play. Shoebridge is going to check back in for LBC. 5.5 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. See if the Chargers want to run this down as low as they can or try and get a quick bucket.
I would think you'd want to. You've been in double-figure deficits most of the half. Opportunity to finish
nice pass
single.
to Davis inside. He's fouled going up. Griffiths picks up his second foul. Davis is going to head to the free throw line. First free throw is good for Davis. Jake Kulikowski is going to come back in for Poly. Brett Beckler back into the contest for the Chargers to replace Luke Beers. Beers has the 2 fouls, so no reason to pick up a late one here. Second free throw in and out. Freeman with it here. 5 to go.
Quick change up in defense, go zone here.
Still Freeman. He'll look and take the late three-pointer off the front of the rim and no good. So we'll head to the half. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster with 36-29, but it looked pretty grim there for a while for the Chargers. They cut it to single digits. We'll come back to you just prior to start of the second half, bringing some stats from the opening 20 minutes. Chargers trail by 7. We're back in just a few moments here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horst Athletic Center, Lancaster Bible trailing SUNY Poly 36-29 after 20 minutes of play. In that first half, SUNY Poly shot 54.2%, 13-24 from the floor. Leading the way, Riddell Freeman, 14 points, 3 boards, 8 points and 8 boards for Josh Gregory, 6 points for Jesse Odell. For the Chargers, they shot 9 of 33, 27.3%, 5 of 14 from beyond the arc, 35.7%. Chargers at one time were shooting 2 of 21, so 9 of 33 actually isn't that bad when you take that into account. Chargers led by Benny Raymond's 9 points. He had 3 3-pointers there, 5 points for Tyler Hilton, 4 for Tyler Norris. Rod, looking at the stat sheet and using your eyes in the first 20 minutes, what are you looking for here in the first 5 minutes? Yesterday, these first 5 minutes killed us. Got insurmountable deficit. What do the Chargers need to do to make sure this 7-point deficit doesn't become 17, kind of like it did yesterday?
Yeah, well, there are important minutes for sure, but hey, I'm just excited that Eli's here, and he was pretty excited that his cousin Riddell went off for 14 in the first half, but we're still cheering for the Chargers, right, Eli? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's glaring on this stat sheet at halftime is 23-10 advantage for SUNY Poly on the boards.
Yep.
That's going to be something that that they're going to have to work on. They're a Rangers fan for sure, but yes, I think on the glass we're going to have to do a little better job than we did in the first half. But again, I think the 3-point it kind of covers a multitude of sins sometimes when you can really get out there and hit the 3. I know we'll rely on that again heavily in the second half, but these first 5 minutes, as you say, are going to be real important to see how we come out.
Yep. So a little part about this gym is that there's one cord that literally connects everything to this table, and the scoreboard and the sound and everything. And someone just kicked it loose, so everything's reset now. We should be good to go. Start of the second half here. Poly with the ball. Gregory underneath the basket now out. Johnson has it to Freeman. Freeman goes into the lane. Layup won't go. Rebounded by Beachy. Hilton with it here. Now back for Beers. Around for Beachy. Beachy hands off for Witt. Around now for Luke Beers once again. Beachy with 12 on the shot clock. Pass inside for Davis is deflected. Freeman finds Griffiths in the corner. Down low for Odell. Nobody home there to guard him. Can't get the layup to go. Ball will go to the Chargers. Johnson grabbed it there quickly, but was laying on the end line. So the Chargers ball a minute into the second half.
Yeah, fortunate early here in 2 possessions. I think they had a couple good looks there, but didn't go in. I thought we had a nice look down here. Beachy's trying to make the right play, just got deflected on that pass.
Beers with it, now down low for Witt. Foul called here. Bring on Griffiths. That's his third, first on the team this half. Luke Beers with here, he drives baseline a bit. Back out for Davis. Now Beachy. Into the corner for Hilton, 3-pointer. In and out. Rebounded by Freeman. Would have been a big shot for the Chargers. Griffiths now for Freeman. Deep 3-pointer from Gregory. No good. Rebound taken there by Witt. Beachy down low for Davis. Davis with a little jump hook, gets it to go. Davis has 6 points, Chargers within 5.
Good to see the Chargers get a score there. They have 3 empty trips for SUNY Poly down here in the defensive end. Make that 4.
Turnover there by Poly. Quickly ahead for Hilton. He'll go in and lay it in for 2. Good athletic play there by Tyler Hilton. Chargers trail by 3. They trail 26-8 midway through that first half. Turnover again, taken by Luke Beers. Down the floor he goes. Handoff to Davis. He'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound tips around. Falls into the hands of Freeman. Freeman looking ahead for Odell. He'll lay it in. Nice pass there from Freeman. Poly back up by 5.
I honestly think a lot of what's brought the Chargers back in this game is I think early on they were playing at a pace that they're really not comfortable playing at. The game's kind of slowed a little bit, and that's benefits the Chargers for sure.
Beers with it here. Gregory out on him. Able to find Witt. Down low for Davis. Back to Witt. He'll head in. Jumper. Good. Good strong play there by Alex Witt. 38-35 in favor of the Wildcats. Freeman able to find Gregory. He'll go into the basket. A little jump hook. That's easy for him. Timeout called here by Poly. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a break too. 16:24 remaining. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster rival 40-35. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Chargers trail SUNY Poly 40-35. Rod, we talked about these first couple of minutes. Chargers not in front, but they've kind of made sure that they're not too far behind in these first couple minutes, unlike yesterday.
Yeah, no, I think they've played real well here in the opening minutes of the second half. And we got beat down there on a little pick and roll action where our hedge was just a little slow recovering. But those are correctable errors. I like where we're at right now.
Beachy for Davis. He'll take the jumper off the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Hilton. Jumper now by Witt. Short. Rebounded by Freeman. Freeman heads to the basket. Nice dish to Odell. Lays it in for 2. 3 assists for Freeman to go along with 14 points and 6 boards. Witt has it here with 6 on the clock. Now Davis. He'll head to the basket. Up and underneath, won't work. Foul called here on Beachy. That's his second. Not enough going on there early in the shot clock, or early in the possession for the Chargers. Just what do they need to do in those first 10 seconds, Rod?
Yes.
Something has to happen.
Yeah, not a lot of movement. You know, as a coach, you're preaching both ball movement and player movement. So unless you've got player movement, sometimes it's hard to move the basketball. And again, I think we got a little stale offensively on that possession. You hear Coach Schoner down here; he's screaming transition, things like they want to pick up the pace of this game. This is a battle of tempos right now.
Kulikowski with it. 15 on the shot clock. Now Griffiths. He'll head to the basket, up and under. Layup's good. First bucket of the day for Griffiths. Chargers trail by 9. Raymond has it. He'll go under the basket now for Isaac Beers. Foul's going to be on Griffiths. That's his fourth. Davis right back on the floor for LBC. He'll replace Luke Beers. Benny Raymond, three-pointer. You betcha. Raymond knocks down a big three-pointer, his fourth of the day. Chargers deficit is 6. Freeman for Kulikowski in the corner. No good. Rebound bounces around, taken by Witt. Alex Witt with it now. Back to Raymond, deep three-pointer off the front of the rim. Little heat check there, not a bad shot necessarily. The rest of them have been going in.
A little heat check there, but I love the confidence.
Freeman up and underneath, layup won't go. Rebound, tried to save by Luke Beers, cannot. Out of play, it'll be Poly ball with 28 on the shot clock. Inbounds there for Gregory, that's Kulikowski. Three-pointer from Freeman, no good. Rebound taken by Isaac Beers. Raymond with it. Now for Witt, handoff for Beachy. Little jumper from Beachy, it's good.
If you give Britton Beachy a little space coming off of that screen, he's lethal with that pull-up jump shot. You got a 4-point game, Zach.
Johnson with it here. Now for Gregory. Copper looking to turn. Little jumper in the lane. Good. There seems to be a hump that the Chargers just can't get over. I think if they can get over that, we can have that conversation. It's just they got to get over that 2 3-point deficit hump. Deep three-pointer from Raymond. Misses. Taken by Freeman. Freeman again, layup, good. Senior from Rochester, New York, not letting his team get off this lead so far. 16 points, 7 boards, 3 assists for Freeman.
Yeah, listen, I want to keep praising Benny Raymond, but I'm thinking there is probably not the best shot selection on that last one.
Beachy able to get to the lane, bumped into there, no foul. It's going to go off of a SUNY Poly player. Will stay with the Chargers. Shoebridge and Beers back in for LBC. Ramirez back onto the floor for Poly. Luke Beers into the corner for Shoebridge. He'll drive baseline, stop. Out for Witt, three-pointer. You betcha! Alex Witt with the triple, and it's a 5-point game. 7 three-pointers for the Chargers today. 12-20 to play. Sorry, Rod.
Exciting when Alex Witt gets into that three-point party for sure.
Gregory with it here. He'll spin. Gets to the lane with the left. Layup's good. 12 points, 8 boards for Gregory. Back for Witt again, around for Shoebridge. Inside for Davis. He'll head baseline, off his leg, and out of play.
Yeah, I really think the pace of play is beginning again to turn to SUNY Poly's advantage, and we kind of get caught up in it. They're certainly getting quick looks at one end, and we may be playing a little hurry down here at the offensive end right now.
Freeman with it here. Now for Gregory. Traveling's the call. (50-43) in favor of SUNY Poly. Just over 11.5 to play. Pass over the head of Davis.
I think that was the right read by Isaac right there. Just an errant pass, but certainly that's the roll action that we could use.
Picked off by Beers. Luke Beers up the lane. Layup won't go. He's fouled. Great job by Isaac Beers, Rod. I don't want to lose this quick. Turnover on one end, creates a steal on the other.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you want from players, not compounding their mistakes, but kind of taking some responsibility, some ownership, and getting at it and getting that ball back.
First free throw from Luke Beers, no good. Second free throw is good. Chargers trail 50-44. Johnson with it here. Around for Kulikowski, loses the handle. Taken by Isaac Beers. He'll slow things down. Right, I think that goes to your pace conversation. The Chargers probably wanted to run up the floor and take that to the basket, but good idea to slow it down a little bit, play their game on the offensive end.
Yeah, sometimes you want to slow down.
Shoebridge, you betcha! Cuts it to three, his first three-pointer of the day. Freeman with it now. Nice pass inside for Copper. He's fouled. Shoebridge picks up the foul. That's his first.
I think the difference down here with Shoebridge happened to be his feet. A lot of times he's trying to catch in transition and get the ball up as he's catching. There his feet are underneath him. He's a lethal shooter when he's got balance.
Gregory back on the floor quickly. He's got it now up top for Ramirez. Freeman's pass is picked off. Witt goes around one for Luke Beers. He'll take the three-pointer off the front of the rim. Right back to him, though. Out for Isaac Beers. Around for Shoebridge. He'll take the triple off the front of the rim. Chargers desperately trying to get over the hump. Just cannot. 10 minutes to play.
Good find from Isaac on that. Shoebridge had a nice open look. They don't all go down.
Johnson with it there. Blocking foul called on Davis. Second foul on Quinn. Third team foul for the Chargers here in the second half.
Zach, I do think they got the call right on that one, but I like the idea there, jumping that ball screen and trying to take that charge.
Griffith's going to come back onto the floor. He's got 4 fouls. Only player on either team in foul trouble thus far. Inside for Gregory. Turn with the left, jumper good. 34-10, points in the paint in favor of SUNY Poly.
Well, I'll tell you, Gregory can finish with his right, with his left. He's a solid offensive performer.
Down low for Witt, nice pass from Isaac Beers. Bucket won't go, but Witt's going to head to the free throw line. Fouls on Gregory, that's his second. 4th team foul.
That Cavs jersey commenting real well. He didn't give me dirty looks ever since. It's good pairing.
First free throw, no good.
Probably text me a picture of Tom Wilson saying he's a bum.
Witt knocks down 1 of 2. Chargers trail 52-48. Offensive foul. Johnson picks up his third. Luke Beers today, Rod, 1 point, but just a lot of plays that are not going to show up on the screen we're reading here. drawing offensive fouls, hustle plays, some boards. Just a good all-around game so far, other than the points.
Absolutely.
Pass down low for Isaac Beers. Now he'll find Davis. Still Davis, bumped into there, out for Luke Beers. Witt into the corner, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded though by Davis, and he's fouled. Fouls on Freeman, that's his third.
I thought that was a great unselfish play by Alex Witt to get that ball. One more pass into the corner for Shoebridge. That's a shot he's going to knock down pretty consistently. And then a great offensive board.
Davis is good, sorry Rob.
Great offensive board by Davis to get another opportunity to get to the free throw line.
Davis knocks them both down. Timeout called by Coach Wingreen. It's a full timeout. 8:40 to play. SUNY Poly leads Lancaster 52-50. We'll be right back here on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here in Lancaster, Chargers trailing 52-50, 8:40 to play. Freeman with the ball here for the Wildcats. Now Gregory goes in, he'll go with the left, jumper won't go. Davis with it now for LBC. Shoebridge thought about it. His pass is deflected by Odell. Probably a good thing because I think that was going out of bounds without Odell's help. Witt with it again. Luke Beers now down for Isaac. Good pass. Just couldn't get it up. Pass is deflected, it's on the ground. Jump ball called. It's going to stay here with the Chargers. Nine seconds on the shot clock. 8:07 to play. Isaac Beers will inbound the ball for LBC. For his brother Luke, back to Isaac. He'll drive, take a little jumper. No foul called, but it went off of a SUNY Poly player, and it'll stay with the Chargers.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I did think that Isaac Beers got hit on the wrist as he shot that, but fortunately the ball will stay down here with the Chargers. I think they're talking about the shot clock here.
So 2 seconds will be placed on the shot clock here. Inbounds pass to Shoebridge. Quick shot by Shoebridge. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded though by Alex Witt. New possession for the Chargers. Good hustle play there by Witt. Round up top for Isaac Beers. Handoff is for Shoebridge. Back for Isaac. Around for Shoebridge. In for Witt. Little low on the pass. Looking down low for Luke Beers. Handoff is for Shoebridge. Three-pointer off the front of the rim. Chargers just cannot get it back to a tie game or take the lead. Griffiths with it here. In for Odell. He'll spin. Try to drive baseline. Davis is there. Pass is deflected. Taken. Ooh. Big collision there. Ball's on the floor. I believe a timeout may have been called by the Chargers with the ball. Full timeout by Lancaster Rival. We'll take another break quickly as well. 7:16 to play. Lancaster Rival trails SUNY Poly 52-50. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here at Horse Athletic Center, Lancaster Rival trails 52-50, 7:16 to play.
We were talking at the break, Zach, about that timeout. That's a bang-bang play, and as a player, you know you're trying to maintain possession. But with the Chargers now with just one timeout here for the remainder of the game, that could come back and bite.
Isaac Beers with it here. Clock ticks to 7 minutes to go. Luke Beers turns the corner. Spin back for Witt. He'll drive. Pass inside for Davis. A little layup blocked. Davis gets it back. Up and underneath. Layup good. Chargers finally tied up at 52. The last tie was 8-8. 6:40 to play. Freeman drives baseline all the way around. Now it's Griffiths. Stays in bounds now for Freeman. Freeman turns the corner, up and underneath, blocked by Witt. Off of Luke Beers, it'll be 11 on the shot clock. Nice block there by Alex Witt.
Luke Beers did a great job here for the first 20 seconds of that shot clock and getting back defensively and keeping Freeman in front of him most of the time.
Pass goes out of bounds. It's going to be LBC ball. 18 turnovers today for SUNY Poly, just 7 for the Chargers. Raymond will inbound here for for LBC. 3 players in double figures for SUNY Poly, 2 for the Chargers. Beers with it here now for Witt. Back for Davis. He'll hit it and spin up and underneath. Layup, good. Quentin Davis. Chargers lead 54-52. That was an hour ago. You couldn't have talked me into this an hour ago, Rod.
Nah, that was a big man post move right there too. Fantastic footwork.
Gregory heads in. He'll spin now. Little jumper. Good. Nice shot by Gregory. Full timeout called by SUNY Poly. Will stay right here. 54-54, 5:54 to play. Rod, the next minute or two. You know, we don't think about it often because there's still lots of time left. The next minute or two, a couple of these possessions, you're looking for good possessions, using a lot of the shot clock for the Chargers anyway. Talk about each end of the floor for LBC.
Yeah, first, can you believe we get to do this?
No, this is pretty fun.
A lot of fun.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if you're SUNY Poly, you still want to keep this up tempo. I think that's to their advantage. For the Chargers, yeah, these are we want great execution in the half court. That's what's going to help. I think right now Davis is a little bit of an advantage on the inside down here. If they can get it spread out, but again, you're going to have to respect it with the 3. Down here, Gregory, I don't know, man, like the arsenal is ridiculous as a sophomore. I mean, he's got baby hook floats right and left. He's got little step back fadeaways. He can shoot the three. He is a tough guard on the interior, but this should be a really fun 6 minutes of basketball.
Copper is checked in for Poly. So Copper in for Odell. That's the only change coming out of the timeout for either team. Raymond with it, around for Witt. Isaac Beers with it here, setting up the play for the Chargers. Now Raymond in for Davis. Into the corner for Witt, three-pointer. You betcha! Alex Witt with a big three-pointer. Chargers lead by 3. Gregory now on the other end. Little floater off the glass is good. Back and forth we go. Josh Gregory, 18 points, 10 boards.
That's interesting. They're playing a little zone right now, SUNY Poly is. Little 2-3.
Into Davis, tipped around, taken by Luke Beers. Around for Raymond. Again around for Isaac, 10 on the shot clock. This is Witt again. Into the corner for Luke Beers, three-pointer. It's deep. Rebound taken by Freeman. 2-on-1, he comes up the floor. Odell loses it, but they're going to call a blocking foul on Witt. That's his second foul, 4th team foul on the Chargers here in the second half. Inbounds play underneath the basket. No foul trouble for any of the Chargers. The only person still in major foul trouble will be Griffiths with the 4. 3 fouls apiece for Johnson and Freeman.
That's not a bad foul right there. You're not putting them on the line. They did have a little 3-on-1 break. That's probably a best case scenario right there.
Up top for Griffiths. And now Freeman. He'll stop and take the jumper. Foul is called. It's on Luke Beers. That's his 3rd. So Freeman will head to the free throw line. 4 of 4 there today. Poly is 6 of 10 as a team. First one is no good. Beachy's going to come back onto the floor for the Chargers. Raymond will head off for a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to give that missed free throw to Luke Beers. I think Luke's been working him. He's a little fatigued right now as he picks up his own offensive rebound. I'll take that back.
So Freeman gets the offensive board after missing both free throws. Deep three-pointer from Freeman. It's good. Poly back in front by 2.
He must be piped into our live stream. I just woke up the Giant right there.
Luke Beers back for his brother Isaac, in for Davis. Out for Beachy. Around for Luke Beers. Three-pointer. That's deep. Rebounded by Gregory. Under 4 minutes to play. Chargers trail 59-57. Gregory goes in. Layup won't go. Rebound taken by Freeman. Down low for Johnson, who got up late on the play. Three-pointer from Gregory. No good. Rebounded by Copper, and the foul is going to be on Davis. I'm sorry, it's going to be on Witt. Third foul on Witt. 6th team foul. Raymond's going to come back in. He'll replace Beers.
We looked a little hurried on offense again down here, kind of almost forcing shots a little quicker. We've got to get settled in offensively. Every possession matters at this point.
Gregory with it again. He'll turn and go to the right. Take a little jumper. No good. Rebound bounces around. It's off of Copper and out of play.
I do like what Coach Wingreen's done on the big fella down low. We're doing a lot more helping off the perimeter, kind of digging in on Gregory, making him pick it up. So I thought that was a great defensive possession right there.
Luke Beers with it right in front of us. In for Davis. Around for Beachy, into the corner for Raymond. Three-pointer. You betcha! Raymond with his 5th three-pointer of the day. The Chargers are back in front by 1. 3 minutes to play here at Horst Athletic Center. Quite a Sunday afternoon.
He can shoot. He can shoot.
Deep three-pointer by Freeman. Fouled. Fouls on Luke Mears. That's his 4th.
I kind of lost sight of that play. Like, I couldn't see from my angle. I mean, you definitely want to contest him from the 3, but you don't want to foul jump shooters at this juncture in a game.
So 3 free throws here for Freeman. He knocks down the first one. 5 of 7 now today. Second one good as well. Third free throw coming up for Freeman. He's got 21 points, 10 boards, and 3 assists.
10 rebounds at about 5'7". That's pretty impressive.
Beachy with it here now for the Chargers. He'll hand off for Raymond. Back for Beachy. Inside for Davis. Loses the handle. Griffiths goes in. Off the glass, he won't go. He'll head to the free throw line. Fouls on Benny Raymond. That's his 3rd. Griffiths will head to the free throw line. It'll be his first free throws of the contest. 44% free throw shooter this season. First one's no good. Second free throw is good as Griffiths knocks down 1 of 2. 2.5 minutes to play. Chargers trail by 3. Three-pointer from Shoebridge. You betcha! 11 three-pointers for the Chargers today. We're tied up at 63. Freeman now for Johnson. Griffiths in the corner. He'll head in, back for Johnson. All the way out for Gregory. Three-pointer. In and out. Rebounded by Davis. Chargers get the stop they were looking for. Under 2 minutes to play.
Good basketball on both ends of the floor there for the Chargers in that possession.
Beachy around now for Witt. Raymond with it now. Back for Witt on the baseline. All the way this way for Beachy. 10 on the shot clock. Beachy works it for Witt. He'll head into the basket. Layup, no good. He's fouled. Fouls on Copper. That's his 2nd. 7th team foul, so each team shooting the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. $1:40 to play. Witt's going to head to the free throw line for 2. 1 of 2 there this afternoon. First one is good. Alex Witt has 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards today. 4 of 6 from the floor.
Great minutes from the senior here today.
Second one in and out. So Chargers lead 64-63. Minute and a half to play. This is Freeman. Jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped around, it's Copper. Oh, a foul is called underneath. Head coach Andrew Wingren right in front of us wanted to travel. Foul's going to be on Davis. That's his 3rd foul. Copper's going to head to the free throw line. 72% free throw shooter this season. Junior from Brooklyn, New York. SUNY Poly 10 of 17 from the free throw line today.
Grant, you got it.
First free throw is no good. Second free throw coming up here for Copper. Second one is good. So each team goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Knotted up at 64, minute 20 to play. Beachy right in front of us. Freeman guarding him. Up for Davis. Throws it in! The alley-oop to Davis gets the Chargers up by 2. 1:05 to play. Freeman has it inside for Gregory.
Great read from Beachy.
No foul call there on the play by
To
Gregory.
find Davis at the rim.
Gregory goes inside, loses it momentarily, gets up for the layup, nothing there. Gets his own rebound, and now he's fouled. Fouls on Quentin Davis, that's his 4th, team's 10th. 51.5 seconds to play. Gregory's going to head to the free throw line. 1 of 4 there today. Came in as an 80% free throw shooter. Three timeouts remaining for SUNY Poly, just 1 for the Chargers. First free throw coming up here for Gregory. It's short. $11 of 20 from the line are the Wildcats today. Head coach Rob Schoner just sort of put his head down after that first free throw didn't go in. Second free throw is good. 51.5 seconds to play.
You certainly want to use a lot of the shot clock here at this juncture right now, up by 1. You still want to get a good look and not wait till the very end.
Foul called here on Gregory. That's going to be his 3rd. Beachy's going to head to the free throw line here for the Chargers. First time there today, comes in at 77%.
Coach Wingreen settling in on that ball screen and maybe a little rim run for Davis.
Free throw is good by Beachy. Second one coming up. Second free throw good as well. Freeman with the ball here for SUNY Poly. And they're going to call a timeout with 37.6 seconds to play. Full timeout here called by Poly. Rod will stay here. Defensive possession coming up here for the Chargers. They lead by 3, 37.6. Are you doing anything differently? Do you want to try to force them into a three-point, like to not take a three-pointer? Or what are you trying to get Poly to do here?
Yeah, I mean, I think defensively right here, you want to just, the 3 C's. You want to contain. You don't want to allow dribble penetration. You want to contest jump shooters, but you don't want to foul. And then the third is control. You want to make sure that everybody's getting a body so that when the shot goes up, if there's a miss, that you're securing that defensive rebound. I would anticipate that they'll look to go inside here early. There's a lot of time if you're SUNY Poly. You have opportunity to get several possessions yet. I would anticipate, too, that Coach Wingreen will continue to kind of dig on Gregory if it goes inside. But you want to make sure you're not leaving open shooters out there either, because they do have the ability to score that 3. So I just used all those illustrations. There's a lot of stuff to look at and a lot of things at play. I'm excited to watch the last 37.6 seconds of this contest.
Chargers shooting 34.9%. Poly shooting 49%. Chargers, though, 13 of 18 from the free throw line. Poly just 12 of 21. Freeman has it here. He'll come across. Griffith's waiting for it. He has it here. He'll take the three-pointer. It's short. Rebound goes out of play. It's going to be LBC ball. 25.5 seconds to play.
That's a great defensive possession. I think that's what you want. That gentleman right there, Griffith shooting the 3 instead of some of these other shooters. But this out-of-bounds play allows them to set up.
Beers Brothers check back in for free throw shooting purposes.
Yeah, I think Davis could have actually had that ball inbounds and maybe not set this up where they can pressure you.
Ahead, the pass goes for Luke Beers, now for Isaac. He's fouled by Griffiths. That's going to be his 5th. .5 seconds to play. Griffiths fouls out here for Poly. Quentin Davis is going to check back in for LBC. Isaac Beers at the free throw line, shooting the 1-and-1. Freshman steps up and knocks down the first of a 1-and-1.
Now, I'm a fan of having somebody here, sending somebody to the table here to substitute after the shot goes up so that you can set up some full court defense and kind of take some time off the clock.
Second one no good, rebounded by Copper. 14 seconds to play. Johnson has it, tries to get to the basket, up and under, layup's good. 9.2 seconds to play. Timeout called, it's a full timeout. We'll take a really quick break, 9.2 seconds to play. We'll be right back on the Chargers Sports Network. Back here in Lancaster, a good one this afternoon. Chargers leading SUNY Poly 69-67, 9.2 seconds to play. One timeout each for each team.
Yeah, if you're SUNY Poly here, you're probably switching everything. You're looking for a steal on the inbound, and if there's no steal, you need to immediately foul.
Inbounds pass goes for Raymond. Back for Beachy. He's fouled. 6.2 seconds remaining. Fouls on Freeman, that's his 4th. 10th team foul for the Wildcats, so Britton will shoot 2 for the Chargers.
And I think in this situation, that's the guy you really want on the free throw line right now. He's been pretty solid there in some pressure situations today. That's what you were looking for if you were Coach Wingreen.
First one is good. Hilton will check back in for Isaac Beers. Witt's back in as well. Second free throw coming up for Beachy. He knocks it down. Freeman up the floor quickly.
There's no foul here.
He'll take a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by the Chargers. And Lancaster Bible escapes with a 71-67 victory. Way to come back there for the Chargers. They trailed by 18 midway through the first half. Come back to win by 4. Chargers improve to 8-6 overall, 5-1 in NEAC play. The Wildcats fall to 4-11 overall, 1-5 in conference action. SUNY Poly shot 48.1%, 25 of 52 from the floor, just 12 of 21 from the free throw line. They shot 27.8% from three-point range. Riddell Freeman leading the way with 22 points, 10 boards, and 3 assists. Josh Gregory, 19 points, 12 rebounds, and then 10 points for Jesse Odell, the third player in double figures. Chargers, meanwhile, shot 34.9%, 22 of 63. 11 three-pointers for the Chargers today as they were 16 of 22 from the free throw line. 15 points for Benny Raymond, all of them coming beyond the arc as he knocked down 5 three-pointers today. 14 points, 7 boards, and 3 assists for Quentin Davis. 12 points for Alex Witt to go with 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So the Chargers take the second game of our doubleheader after the women fell to SUNY Poly earlier in the day. Again, the Chargers improved to 8-6 overall, 5-1 in conference play. They will be back here on Wednesday night to take on Penn State Berks. We'll grab head coach Andrew Wingreen here quickly, have a quick little chat with him. We'll be right back. Zach, what are you thinking there on the bench? 26-8, maybe through the first half. It's not looking great. So what are you guys talking about on the bench, and how do you execute on the floor then?
I think in the past we struggled with leadership. We had Alex and Luke really step up and just kind of pull us together, and that's what brought the energy, and we got stops. And you really owe it to the older guys that kind of brought us together because they've experienced it.
That's a good shot by Luke. Tell Luke that's the first shot he made all day. No, I'm just kidding. So the three-point shooting, it's kind of like your thing. But what does it take for you to get going? You see one go in, you see two go in, you just start kind of feeling it there?
Yeah, I mean, I think it started off in the beginning of the year. I didn't have a lot of confidence, and then I played a little bit of developmental and kind of got my shots up, and now I feel like I belong out there a lot more. So, Coach has always said he's believed in me, and it's definitely paying off, getting extra shots up, and trusting God to put them in.
Great, thanks, Benny. Really appreciate it here. Yep, thanks. Grab head coach Andrew Wingreen here. Hi, Jack. Coach is feeling good after that win. Maybe not the whole time, but here certainly at the end. Pull this one out. We just asked Benny, 26-8, 9:50 to go in the first half. What's going through your mind, and then what are you saying to the team?
Yeah, we talked before the game. We talked about strong face, and just through adversity, through success, we're going to have a strong face and play together, because last night was tough. We didn't do that the whole game, and we really felt like we needed to bounce back as a team. And so that was just our motto all day. It was strong face, strong face, strong face. And through that big run we gave up in the first half, we weren't playing great, but I thought the guys were resilient and that they played together, and that's something we've struggled with this year. So I was very proud of them for doing that.
What are we, the rest of the time here? It's just one game. It's January 13th or whatever, but where can this take you the rest of the month, the rest of the week? What are you looking forward to build off of this?
Yeah, I think just the togetherness, like we always have to build off the unity of our team, and anytime we can come together and, it wasn't our prettiest game, but we found a way, and it was a gritty performance. So I think that's always something you can build off of, and I'm really, like I said, just proud of the guys for the way they handled that adversity and responded with a lot of success. Great, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. We'll see you on Wednesday. Rod, bring you in here real quick. Again, we just said here, it's one game, but as a coach or a former coach like yourself, what can a win like this do for a program, the team, in the day, in the week, in the month, in the season going forward?
Oh, it's a season thing. Like I've always felt like if you had a game like this on your schedule, or you could come back from a major deficit, all of a sudden it didn't matter what situation you found yourself in late in the season, you believed that you could make that comeback. So without a doubt, I think that's a huge piece to this, and a great way to kind of head into more conference play.
So Wednesday night, host Penn State Berks. Should be a packed house here as we welcome the students back and get a few more people back on campus. What are you looking for out of both teams? We'll go back to the women real quick. Coming off 2 losses here, but what we saw anyway today was that they played much better than they have in the past. What would you look for against a Berks team that they lost to in December?
Yeah, I do think both teams are kind of on the right trajectory. I know it doesn't always show up on the scoreboard, but as a coach, you're talking about effort, you're talking about execution. I think we're seeing some young players kind of elevate their game. Mackenzie Smith on the girls, Benny Raymond with the guys. They're starting to find their place here, and I think that bodes well moving forward.
Great, so the Chargers take game 2 here of the doubleheader after the women fell to SUNY Poly in the first game. Chargers win this one 71-67. Want to thank all the boys here for working this afternoon, coming back a little early from break. Jesse and JJ, Kyle and Tyler, thanks for all you guys do. Want to thank Rod. This has been Zach Freeman. Go Chargers, go. We'll see you Wednesday.
Go Chargers, go.